So I don't know what's really going on today.
Yeah, so the staff there just doesn't want you back there. I think it has something to do probably with what happened yesterday.
It wasn't good, you guys. Like, should I have done something different?
I don't know.
So on Saturday, she had fallen again really bad and then went to the bathroom on herself. And we didn't know she had C. diff yet.
Okay.
And so I found her on the floor and she was out of it. And, you know, usually you shouldn't really go to the hospital unless you absolutely have to, but she ended up having a big accident on the couch when I was sleeping. I've been sleeping in this room. Mm-hmm. She had to call the ambulance.
So medical was called on Saturday?
No, Saturday she fell. Medical was called 2 nights ago, sorry.
Okay.
I might have messed that up. I haven't had much sleep.
That's okay. I just wanted to...
But yes, and so when we brought her in, Dr. Hanan came in that night at 8 o'clock, so 2 nights ago at 8. He's like, why do you have all these bruises? You have bruises on your knees, you have them on your arms, you have it on your face, on your head, on your back, everywhere. He was trying to blame me that I was neglecting her.
Oh yeah, obviously I talked with staff there, I talked with Whitney, and based on some of the conversation that Whitney and I had, and based on some of her injuries and things like that, I'm gonna place you under arrest for...
Oh, really?
Yep, for terrorizing and aggravated assault, okay? So I'm gonna ask that you put your hands behind your back.
Okay, I didn't know that, you guys.
All right.
I thought it just wasn't allowed at all true. Wow, this really looks bad on me when all I do is take care of her. Makes me look like I actually did something wrong. And I wasn't mean to anyone there.
So this is for Whitney herself. This is not for all true staff.
That seems like a weird charge.
So, that means that something was said or something that was done that made her in fear for her safety or her life.
Wow.
There was supposedly some comments during her incontinence episode on Saturday that were really concerning. What was concerning to me was a lot of her bruising. I do understand that she is very sick. She has little platelets and therefore it does cause some bruising. But she does have a handprint.
Yes, that's from picking her up off the floor.
So you picked her up
No, that was to get her to come to. We already told the doctors that. If you even poke her, it'll cause a bruise.
Okay. So she told me that she said those things to other people, and that wasn't the truth.
They messed up.
Okay. So that's what I'm getting.
Why would she try to say this about her only caretaker and the person she's been with for 6 years? And I've been through this cancer fight with her.
Yeah. So based on talking with her, it seems like there may be some domestic violence issues going back to 2020.
No, definitely
that she's
not.
kind of just
Okay.
disclosed, right?
Yeah,
so,
well, the problem is that I keep her alive and keep her going and find all the medical errors and everything else, and now she's saying stuff like this when I did nothing. Unreal.
The problem is domestic, like real domestic, is such an awful thing, and then being categorized in that is pretty ridiculous.
And then when we get divorced, you're going to be like every other woman and try to take half of my money.
No, I won't.
And then I'm going to cut your throat, is what's going to happen, because no one steals my...
I've always put her in front of myself.
Is there going to come a time where you're pleasant to be around, or is it just going to stay like this forever? Am I just going to be your caretaker until you die, and then we're just going to live a life of, oh, well, that was a waste of my life? Huh?
She has been safe. She has been well cared for. The weird thing, maybe you guys had asked around and found that out today, but I usually get praise, as does she, for how good of care I take of her.
You need to stop being a nuisance. You go to the store and get your own food from now on.
With her husband under arrest and a protection order in place, Whitney Temple seemed to be on a path to freedom. Unfortunately, she didn't have long to enjoy it. She died a month later on May 6, 2024.
She died from cancer, but there is no doubt that the physical and mental abuse that you perpetrated against her made her last days on earth even more unnecessarily painful.
The judge sentenced Joshua Temple to 5 years in prison for endangering an eligible adult and 5 years in prison for terrorizing an adult victim, with both sentences to be served concurrently, followed by 2 years of supervised probation. Whitney Temple, who after her original diagnosis managed to complete her residency, pass a medical board exam, and continue to work as a physician throughout her illness, was 33 years old.